Hi guys, squad is open. Hello guys, Moukass here. What's up? So today it's gonna be a very important video. I'm gonna try to explain how to squad lead. This is from my outfit members, so hey NCIV. This is really important that we have regular squad leaders to keep up the fight and to organize a minimum. If no one takes the lead, there is no point in being in an outfit. Like if you really have a squad leader that have a direction, it can multiply your force on the battlefield. So there is some basics to squad leading. Honestly, one thing I wanted to say is that it's not something I enjoy particularly, squad leading. I started doing that more by necessity. I'm decent by myself as a player, but I know that I cannot go against anything just by myself. So I created an outfit, and now we have squads running. So this is so we are able to make a difference. By yourself, you're not going to be able to deal with some situations, but if you have a group with you, it's going to be much easier to do it. So it was for me to make a difference. So how to lead squads? I'm going to leave this one. So when you join the game, you're automatically put in a squad, but usually I leave them immediately because there is no leadership. It's usually just a random squad. So P is the button to open the squad tab. You can then check the squad list. Here we have a squad going. I was recording some images before. So first, before you invite people to your squad, usually what I do is I go in my outfit tab, and I ask with the 9 key. Number 9 is to talk to the outfit, and I ask them, hey, I'm gonna open a squad soon, so they can leave their squad. Once they have left their squad, I can invite all of the members. I'm gonna try here if this works. If they're already in the squad, it's not gonna work. So anyway, it didn't work. What I want to say, it's if you want a squad lead, you have to assess your forces. I'm gonna join the NCIV squad. You have to assess your forces and take a plan accordingly. For example, with the 2-man squad, you cannot do the same thing as with the 12-man squad. So when you have just a 2-man squad, I go for something that's more humble. I'm not going to try to breach a room with 20 enemies with the 2-man squad. So 2-man squad, I usually go either we take a harasser together, I'm the driver, he's the gunner, or we take 2 medics, we revive each other, and this way we can survive much longer. If we have a 3-man squad, we can start doing the max engineer medic combination. One is max, one engineer, one medic, and you can do a lot of damage just with this combo. If the squad is more with 5-6 players, you can start doing combinations. You take 2 medics, 1 infiltrator, one infiltrator, and you have almost everything. You have ammo, recon darts, and revives. So assess the group, and sometimes it changes very quickly. Usually I open my squads. Once it's created, I sticks. I'm gonna squad promote me. There is a command that you can type, just squad promote me, and it's gonna send a notification for the leader to give you the squad lead. So once you're a squad leader, the most important thing of course is to place your weapons. So you often are gonna have to check the map. This is why I like to. Many people ask me why I still use the fixed minimap. It's because I can place weapons very easy like that. You can unlock the mouse with the Alt key, and then you can move the mouse wherever you want. And then I place my personal waypoint, the squad waypoint. Honestly, I don't often use the smoke, green smoke, orange smoke. Sometimes I use them, but they're not seen by the enemy, and oftentimes they just block the vision of your friendlies. So this is why I don't like to use these markers. Very rarely I use offensive marker and defensive marker. This is gonna appear to all the squad leaders. It's gonna appear for them. So if you want to put emphasis on a base that you really wish to be defended or attacked, you put these markers. But honestly, I don't use them. There is also fire team waypoints. You can put so many waypoints now. It's honestly, I really like to keep it simple with my squad. The more clutter, the harder it is for the squad. The smoke is up there. The harder it is for the squad to understand what's going on, so you can remove everything with one button. I like to put one squad waypoint. This is the current objective for my squad usually. I tell them we're gonna do this, and this is how we're gonna operate. This class is gonna be magic. This guy is gonna be engineer. This guy is gonna be max. Try to avoid giving like generic orders, like someone pull a magic, someone pull an engineer. Try to be specific if you want to be if you want something specific. By the way, is it working? Ah yeah, I disabled the squad chat just so I can talk to you. So assess your forces and take action accordingly. The squad waypoint is really important, and after that the main reason why people join squads is actually to have an extra spawn. You earn more XP when you're in a squad, but you also you can place an extra spawn. Here it's a beacon, and you can spawn on it every 15 seconds, and you drop from the air, so it can be a very advantageous spawn if you place it in a good spot. For example, here there is no point in placing a beacon here, like it's gonna give no advantage to my friendlies. So usually what I do is I go with the light assault class, and I try to put it in a contested territory. For example, here my squad, my faction already have a hard spawn inside the tower. What would be advantageous is to have, for example, a beacon close in the mountains, hard to reach, to take down one of the enemy senders. Or when you're attacking, for example, you're attacking a base like that, the only places you can place senders is here or here, but beacons you can place them anywhere. So there is an antenna here, so this is where I like to place my beacon, and it gives my squad a spawn in a contested territory, and it can cut the time for them to get to the action. This is one of the main reasons you should do squads, is because actually you have an extra spawn, and it can give you a big advantage on the battlefield. So I'm reading my notes right now. I'm gonna lower the sound. I have a lot of notes. So there is differences between squads. For example, when you create a normal squad, it starts like this. It starts you have nothing, and it starts like that. It's a private squad at the beginning when you just invited people, so no one can join it. So I usually, if I want to open the squad to people, to random people, I untick private squad, and then I name my squad. So for example, I say epic squad, and then it's gonna appear. If I click enable recruitment, it's gonna appear on the list, in the platoon list, and people will be able to join. And the normal squads, everyone can place a beacon, but there's also mentor squad. If you click mentor squad, only you can place a beacon, and this squad I think is gonna attract low battle ranks. And if you click this button, allow players who log in, people who log in, if you click this button, they'll be able to join your squad. So with this button, your squad is gonna fill up very quickly. So between mentor squad and the normal squad, there is I don't see big difference. Mentor squad you cannot place a beacon, and with the normal squad anyone can place a beacon, and you can change this option here. For example, here if you untick this beacon here, I'm gonna spawn in and place a beacon. Here only me as a squad leader can place a beacon, but if I untick these buttons, anyone in the squad will be able to place beacons. For example, here anyone in diamonds, the diamonds fire team. So you have to be very cautious when you place your beacons. For example, sometimes I spend a lot of time just to place a good beacon somewhere, and someone else place another beacon and replace it. It's pissing me off a lot. So now I often once I placed it, or just before placing a good beacon, I disable this, so no one can replace my beacon. Now I place it, and no one in the squad can replace my beacon. This is very important. So you set up your objective, and you try to announce to your squad how you're gonna engage this objective. For example, you want to attack this base. How you're gonna attack this base? You're gonna pull a Sunderer. You're gonna ask someone to pull, or you pull yourself to attack a base. You're gonna pull a Sunderer, for example, here to attack this base, and you should know where you want to arrive before you go with your Sandy. For example, you pull your Sandy, you know where you're gonna deploy it. You pull it here, you know that you're gonna deploy it here. So you're gonna have, of course, you have to expect enemy tanks on the way. This is gonna be very likely because it's a long way. So maybe predict some light assault or heavy assault in the bus, or some escort like a lightning or something. And this is gonna help you get to your objective and not get wrecked on the way. So predict where you're going, where you're gonna go. Place your waypoint. It's gonna be the objective for all the squad. Announce it to the squad, and just go to your objective. There is several ways to attack a base. For example, I can pull a Sandy here and deploy it here and then attack the control point, or I can pull a Valkyrie, second way to do it, pull a Valkyrie with 6 people, everyone spawn in, and we drop directly on the point and place a beacon on the antenna. It's another way to attack the base, but every way has its pros and cons. When you have a Sandy, it's a more hard spawn. If you have just a beacon, anyone can destroy it with any light assault can destroy it easily, or an EMP. So you have to decide your strategy and know what are the pros and cons. So try to keep the voice chat clear from the people. Try to give very simple orders. We go here, you place your weapon, you say we go here, we're gonna operate like that. This guy is gonna be light assault, this guy is gonna be a medic. We need the one guy to have one of the medic to have this loadout. So try to be short and concise with your orders. And once you have set up your objective, I like to give like a small explanation on why you are doing this. For example, we're gonna attack this base. Oh, sorry, Alt tab. We're gonna attack this base. Why we're gonna attack this base? Because we need to capture the continent. Because we need more territory for the alert. Because it's gonna be a good farm, or because we're trying to cut off the enemy. So I set my objective. I say why I go for this objective, and usually the squad follows. So try to do your job as a squad leader is to anticipate the enemy moves. For example, when you attack a base, you know that the enemies are gonna try to take down your spawn. So you have to prepare, place 80 mines if necessary. Place 80 mines where you think vehicles are gonna come. If vehicles come, you spot them and you call out to the targets. Call out to the enemy vehicles so your squads take down the vehicles and save your spawn. You say everyone spawn here, defend the Sandy. Like your orders must be flowing. Sometimes you're attacking a base, going for the control point. Sometimes you have to retreat, save your spawn. So you have the priorities are flowing, and this is your job as a squad leader, is to always keep updating your squad on what they're doing and what's the most important for the common good, and not for a solo play. As a squad, you're trying to accomplish a bigger objective. Not just farming, not just getting kills. Usually it's like taking down enemy spawns and setting up friendly spawns for your faction. This is the most important job as a squad leader. So anticipate the enemy moves. Like if there's a tank there coming, prepare, like pull the according loadouts, place some 80 mines, call out the loadouts you want from your squad. Another thing very important is that you shouldn't take yourself too seriously. Like it's just a game. Don't be too hard on yourself. Like it's very draining to be talking all the time. Like so just slow down when there is a. Well, if you have to slow down, just slow down. Say I'm taking a break. Take a 2-minute break, 5-minute break. If you take a longer break, give the lead to someone. Go to lead and you say promote to squad leader. Then you can take it back very easily. So another tip is you can mark objectives with the Como rows. If you keep holding Q on a control point. You can mark it. I think you can also do it with shield generators, and it's gonna mark it for your squad. For example, you're focusing on a point. You can have the focus on a point, and the waypoint somewhere else. For example, the waypoint can be on an enemy Sandy deployed. You see this enemy Sandy needs to go down, and we're defending a point. It's gonna give a small indication to your squad to move around, to move there and do it. So you should try to always keep a spawn per squad. Make able your squad to join you by spawning in or joining you with the vehicle. So the best things for this, of course, is the Sunderer. I often pull a Sunderer just so we can have spawn somewhere. Next thing is the Valkyrie, because any squad member can spawn in these vehicles. And I will also do it with the Harasser. I have a Harasser loadout with an engineer that has an implant, logistics specialist implant, that allow people to just spawn in my squad. This implant right here. It allows anyone in my squad to spawn on my Harasser or my lib, if I pull a lib, which I don't often do. So just try to keep your squad together with spawns. Try to keep it short with your orders. Like the shorter it is, the less distracted they're gonna be and the more effective they're gonna be. If there is too much sound clutter, sometimes it just can distract them from killing the enemies. So keep it short, place your weapons, give your orders, and let them do the work. If a strategy is not working, don't get frustrated, just change fight, change strategy. Like it's not your fault if it's not working one time. Sometimes you cannot do anything about it. Like there is a lot of situations where sometimes the enemy is just too strong for you. You cannot do what you want to do. So you have to adjust. Keep changing strategy until you find something that works, that is very effective, or that is really funny for your squad to do. Don't be like to have a stick up on your ass. Like sometimes just focus on having fun, on food zerging with the group. Sometimes you can be more try hard, going for the objective, doing point holds. So I try to flow between serious and non-serious. So try to keep your squads in the best positions possible. The fact that you have a beacon, this means you can drop. For example, if you place a beacon here, you're gonna be able to drop with your squad on the roof of this building. So usually I place a beacon and then I place a waypoint next to it, and I ask my squad to spawn on the beacon, and you can like point exactly where they should spawn. For example, sometimes I place a beacon on the antenna, and then I ask them to drop on a building close to it. I call out the loadouts. I say we drop with this loadout for this purpose. We drop here, and then they just have to select the spawn beacon and drop. And when you're dropping, you can control your drop with the arrow keys, and this enables you to take a good position. So big advantage of having a squad is the beacon, of course. There's gonna be more stuff coming in. So that's it. This is the basics on how to squad lead. Keep your squad together. If someone is overextending, you call them out. If someone is not obeying, you just kick them for the squad. Sometimes I don't even warn them. If someone is just not here or not contributing or useless to the squad, I just kick them. And voila, keep your squad clean of the people following the orders. And people are gonna have fun, and at the end people are gonna thank you for the nice moments, because actually you're taking a burden out of them. It's like very comfortable to be just with the squad and be told what to do. It's one less thing to think about in this very complicated game. So voila, slow down if there is no real tactics to. If you have nothing special to do, for example the alert is one, you know you have one, you can just slow down and just go into chilling mode, and then start back up when you see an interesting opportunity coming in. Alright, so voila, try to play the very important thing, try to place nice beacons, and once you have placed your beacons, you can with the P you can disable it for other people in your squad, so they don't replace it. So the most important, guys, place a waypoint, place a beacon, and this is gonna help your squad a lot. You can also use the proximity chat to coordinate with your faction. Sometimes I have a very small squad, but we're pushing with a big Zerg, and I use the proximity chat to say, hey, we're pushing now, we have a max pushing this way, come with us. And I combine the squad chat and the proximity chat to also coordinate with my faction. And sometimes it can be very helpful. You can get pocket medics with you, you can get pocket engineers with you, people helping you out even though they're not with your squad, just because you're coordinating. For example, say we throw a flash grenade now, and then we push, and you announce it in the proximity chat, and you're gonna have a lot of more people pushing with you, people beside your squad. So coordinate with your faction. You can also talk in the command channel. There is I think it's the 8 button, and every squad leader here's the command channel. Every squad leader on any continent, if you're done with leading, you want to go, just say to your squad, okay guys, I'm done, and you give the squad lead to someone. I usually give the squad lead I don't even ask them if you want to squad lead, I just give him the squad lead if I trust him. If there is no one I trust in the squad lead, I just disband the squad. You can type /squad disband. Here I cannot because I'm not squad leader, but this is so it's disable the squads, and you don't leave an orphan squad with no leadership. I prefer to disband than just leave it with no leadership. Voila. So squad leaders are really important. Try to be one if you want to be important on the battlefield. Alright, so have a good day, stay epic my friends. Bye. So guys, can you please line up here in the middle? And let's hope we don't get sniped. Let's see how you look. Monkey man! You look like a rapist. It was this guy. Sticks. Sticks looks like he's very cold. From is like a how do you say in the Mandalorian? These small creatures. Look at this guy. He's made of chewing gum. Who's this guy? Bloodwork. You're made of cheese.
Not cheese.
Ah, Snipes looks good. Snipes looks like what's that?
Come
Punisher.
on.
Punisher man. Doctor Strangelove, what do you want? Get out of here! Get out of here!
I think we might be a little quickly, guys.
Get out of here! Everyone chase him. Get out of here! Get out of here!